It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, and so is the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. The Cavaliers come into this one following a loss to San Antonio. A crushing defeat in that one. Still with a sour taste in their mouths, they're looking to play much better. And Kenny, we have lots to talk about. One thing coming up on the horizon, the trade deadline. Front offices have had time to evaluate rosters. What are your feelings about blockbuster in-season trades?
Huge deals are rare in the season. You know,
huge
typically
deals.
Huge deals. You know, but typically they come in the offseason because teams have time to nurture and bring them together. But there have been some great trades in midseason. So you can find new life right after the trade deadline, a la Clyde Drexler of the Houston Rockets, to get us our second championship.
Good point. New players would be slow to acclimate. But, Ernie, I think at times you risk disrupting chemistry.
Sometimes worth the risk and sometimes not.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like a nut, sometimes I don't.
Kevin Harlan, take it away.
Everyone is in their seat here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland as the Cavaliers look to grab a win here at home. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Last game for the Nets, they picked up a W against Chicago. And that result, guys, was a real shocker. It was just about as complete a dominant performance as we've seen them.
And how about the points they put up? I mean, they were aggressive. In fact, at times overwhelming.
Hey, I agree with you there. I mean, they were in a really nice flow, Greg. Seemed like they couldn't miss.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, Kevin, Tristan Thompson is one of the elite offensive rebounders in the league. He said, for me, it's always see ball, get ball, and just bring the energy. And be that guy that when I check in, guys on the other team are like, oh, no, he's here tonight? That's my mentality. Kevin?
Thanks, DA. And clearly Thompson knows his role on this team. Got to admire how hard he goes on the glass. Well, with the All-Star break, Clark, behind us right now, you sense, especially with the better teams, a changing attitude. The end is near, and positioning begins to play a role.
Yeah, and they're starting to refine their team, their rotations, their patterns for the playoffs. Those teams that are going to play in the playoffs, they're thinking big picture and rest and preparation for the second season, which is the most important.
And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. So the Nets starting five. We've got D'Angelo Russell. Damari Carroll is out there with Allen. Then it's Allen Crabbe. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. Cleveland moving it around. Thompson passes to James. That one doesn't drop. Excellent D there from Allen. Here's Crabbe. Second shot opportunity. And Allen with the layup.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Yeah, those are back crushers. I mean, they really crack your back when you give teams second shots like that.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Here is Russell following the score by Cleveland. And there's the feed to Dinwiddie. Here's the screen. And stolen by LeBron. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break, and it's slammed in by Smith.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
Here's Dinwiddie. To the inside, Russell. Thompson with the rebound. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
It's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
And the Nets with possession here, following the score by Cleveland. Here's James, and James throws it down.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
The Nets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And it's Carroll in the corner. And the 3 ball is good. Carroll's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Yeah, and you know it, Greg. Oftentimes you get that first one to drop and your confidence rises like yeast. It's good to get into a rhythm at the start of the game, no doubt.
And Hill over to help. Tipped away. Outside, Russell. Allen with the screen for Russell. Shot clock at 5. Here's Dinwiddie. Sweet little floater.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Here's Hill. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Man, it's nice to see Hill get busy down inside. And really quite remarkable how he finds ways to score in the thick of things.
Here's LeBron.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness.
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
Now, here is Russell. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Well, now let's check out the rookies shooting the highest percentage over the last 10 games. A very confident group of young men right now. They set the pick. And they double up Russell. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here is Russell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Dinwiddie. Over Hill.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of activity chasing down their misses. Some teams focus on getting back, and I understand that, but you should send at least one guy after those.
And I'm just not sure the league has ever seen a more intimidating slasher than LeBron James. A 6'8" bullet train. He's so strong, so quick, and if he gets a shoulder on you, watch out.
The Cavaliers leading by 9. And the dunk by James.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
And I tell you what, Greg, they've worked hard for this lead. Their play calling has been superb, and the execution even better.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And LeBron always feels like he can get past his man. It's that next level of the D he focuses on.
And if I'm the help, I play him for the pass. I don't want to be in that poster. Maybe the most devastating finisher in league history. Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Cavaliers.
and their offense centered around the three-point shot. That was the guiding principle on every trip. Their first goal was finding an open look beyond the arc, getting that extra point every chance they could.
Dinwiddie kicks to Crabb. Screened by Russell. They double him with James. Back to Crabb, looking to end the run. Here's Carroll. Allen dishes to Carroll. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Carroll's got 5.
And how about Carroll using his size there, taking it strong inside? Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Tone setting, that's what I call it. Grabbing this one by the throat early on and then squeezing it hard.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's LeBron. Lays it up off the glass. 12 points for him.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
The Cavaliers leading by 11. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And over the course of the Nets franchise history, some interesting decisions. I mean, back in the 90s, they came very close to changing the team name to the Swamp Dragons. I think I'm just going to leave that one right there.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. So, Greg, how close were the Nets to being the Swamp Dragons anyway?
Well, it needed a unanimous vote of all the teams to change it, but there was one vote against it. The Nets themselves voted against the change, and they had 7 owners who rotated voting duties, and the one on deck got cold feet.
And James drills them both.
And James, a natural leader, someone his teammates look up to, and he just has that commanding presence.
Here's Dinwiddie, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Charity stripe shot. That's short off the rim. Nets trail by 13. Crabb, good. Crabb's got his first points of the game.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
And it's good, 2 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Brooklyn's gone, just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Russell against Smith. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Spurs.
Tough night. I mean, they attacked on both ends, and unfortunately for them, they just got called for a lot of fouls.
Yeah, they were too physical and a little bit out of position. They were rough out there, but ultimately the physicality led to fouls, and that hurt them.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Cleveland?
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnovers.
Two shots.
And he makes the first.
Well, last season, LeBron very outspoken, saying the Cavs were too top-heavy. The Irving trade has brought them some much-needed depth.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Hood's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Allen Crabb. And it's LeVert in for Dinwiddie. He's perfect from the line this time.
And you talk about the depth for the Cavs. Crucial when facing a team like the Golden State Warriors. If everything comes together, I think there's a chance their trade with Boston might give them a better shot at winning it all.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Here's LeBron. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
He's been turned up this quarter, showing a lot of confidence and sinking a lot of his shots.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Allen. Sinks that one from the post. Allen's got 6 points. The Cavaliers leading by 11. And finished off by LeBron.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Yeah, and the execution, time and time again, right on point. They're running their offense to perfection.
Here's Russell. The Cavaliers making the shot. Here's the three. There's Hollis Jefferson. And stolen by Hood. Inside. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it.
Kevin, he's been flat out phenomenal. Superb, scintillating this quarter. He's carving them up, knocking down everything.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
They've just got to be more careful tonight. It's that simple. I mean, those guys are too valuable. They need them on the floor.
And the NBA has had coaches who are as legendary as any player. With that in mind, Clark, who is your pick as the greatest coach of all time?
Man, I can't even begin to have an answer for that one. There's some guys that jump out, though, when you think about that list, who would be on it. Greg Popovich for sure. Phil Jackson would have to be included on that list. Fred Auerbach. Chuck Daly for the way he was able to manage his players. Pat Riley, you'd have to consider him as part of being on somebody worthy of that list as well. And I'll even go back a little farther and throw Lenny Wilkins in the mix. I thought he was really good with a number of different teams that he coached.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Larry Nance is checked in for James. Korver comes in for J.R. Smith. And it's Clarkson in for George Hill. And the Nets also making a change. Okafor's checked in. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Stolen by Thompson. And pushing it up is Cleveland again in transition. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. In third, the Nets.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And Larry Nance Jr., son of 3-time NBA All-Star Larry Nance, and both of them known for their big-time dunking ability.
Well, you know what I like to say, Kevin? You can't run away from the DNA. His father was the NBA's first dunk contest champion, and Junior has some highlight reel dunks of his own, especially that one everybody perhaps saw over Brook Lopez. What a punch.
You're right. So he comes up empty at the line. Nets trail by 15. Outside, Russell. He feeds it to Harris. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, I think the defense got really lucky there. I mean, you can't afford to give up wide-open shots from deep.
And the basket is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 17.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Russell kicks to Okafor. Passes to Harris. Thompson against Okafor. And Thompson sends it back. Korver against Harris. Korver, no luck.
That's smothering defense. Chicken and gravy defense, not giving him an inch there. That's how you guard the inside. Yes, sir.
Now, here is Russell. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Thompson. That shot, no good. Nice D from Russell. Nets trail by 17. Now the pass to LeVert. Here's Hollis Jefferson, covered by Nance. Okafor gets the bucket.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
And the game plan is clear. Work the ball inside.
And it's working for him, Greg. You like that initiative, not settling for stuff on the perimeter.
The Cavaliers shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Nets coach Kenny Atkinson, before taking over in Brooklyn, a key assistant in Atlanta under coach Mike Budenholzer.
Yeah, and you talk about the Spurs coaching tree. There are a lot of good branches on that tree, boy. Budenholzer spent almost 2 decades in San Antonio. Now his assistant in Atlanta, Kenny Atkinson, is the head coach in Brooklyn.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Hood comes in with the double team. Back to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Russell. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Bucket is good. Nance has got his first points of the game.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot, Greg. It's definitely given the defenders something extra to think about.
Now here is Harris. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Outside Russell. And they double up Russell. Here's LeVert. Got a hand on it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Carroll.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him earlier.
Cleveland leading by 22. 11 feet away. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Nets shooting 33% here in the first quarter. 1:02 left to play in the first quarter. Korver against Russell. And the shot is long.
Can't get more open than that. No idea how he mistimed that mid-range shot. Maybe he was too open.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
You never pass for the sake of passing. You wait until the defense commits. Russell does that, finds the open man nicely.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
They get it back. Korver off target at the rim. Russell against Clarkson. In the corner, it's Harris. The 3 ball. The rebound by Nance. Here's Korver. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Tell you what, you've got to get to Korver right away. This guy has unlimited range and a lightning quick release.
The Cavaliers have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. And the second free throw, good. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Cleveland Cavaliers. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous leadership.
I put all the pressure on me to be better and come through for my teammates. This is the position I put myself in. It's the position I put our team in, and as the leader and the guy that goes out there and make things happen, that's the way it's going to be.
Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example of how to take responsibility and lead.
And Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And looking at what we've seen, Cavaliers pretty much in control here, it would appear.
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Yeah, outworking them right now, plain and simple. I mean, they've been terrific in the open floor.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. LeVert out there with Stauskas. Then there's Okafor. Then there's Harris. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 4 slot. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And, of course, for the Nets, I mean, they won't control their own first-round pick until 2019. There's going to be some losing along the way with not much reward.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, Tristan Thompson has one of the longest consecutive games played streaks in NBA history. He said, the mind's a powerful thing. And if you tell your brain everything is all right, you'd be surprised on the stuff you can achieve. We have the mental toughness to push through our limits. That's how you become great and test yourself as a player. Kevin?
Well, David, Thompson's certainly a mentally strong player. Always nice to have someone you can rely on night in and night out. And Greg, the Nets trading away the better part of a decade worth of draft picks when they went all in back in 2013 and 2014.
Yeah, going for vets like Darren Williams and Gerald Wallace, Paul Pierce, and, of course, KG. But unfortunately, all past their prime. That team only able to get to the second round, and boy, what a heavy price to pay for so little success in the postseason.
And Karis LeVert is a very willing passer, somebody who's always looking to set up his teammates, actually focuses on doing that.
And the jam by Larry Nance.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And then Okafor slams it in.
Cannot afford to let Okafor get near the bucket. I mean, he is really skilled at finishing those looks, and he does so with authority.
Here's Stauskas, covered by Hood. They double him with Green. It's stolen by Green for the finish, and Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Okafor with the screen on Nance. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. While we have the chance, we like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. In third, the Cavaliers.
I mean, it's about the pace they've played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
Excellent D there from Okafor. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Stauskas dishes to Okafor. Tries again. And another shot. And, here, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. First trip to the line for him here.
And his free throws are falling at a rate of only about 72% on the season. Not terrible, but listen, you obviously would expect him to do better.
And that one misses. Clark, thinking back to all the players you played with, was there one player who you just instantly clicked with on the floor?
Herb Williams was a teammate of mine for 2 years in college at Ohio State, then a couple of years with the Indiana Pacers in my pro career. And he's one of the smartest and best teammates that I ever played with. Had a really good understanding and feel for the game, had a terrific motor, excellent touch, really good athlete for a guy that was 6'11", and is a dear friend. So he was probably my favorite teammate. And, when I went to the Pacers, he had been there the year before and really broke me into the NBA in terms of things that needed to happen off the court to help me be the best I could be. So I'm indebted to Herb for his friendship and his mentorship as I made it from college. Well, actually from high school to college and then from college to the pros.
Timeout called the Nets.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
Allen's checked in for Jahlil Okafor. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You take a look at the Cavaliers. Right now they're locked into third place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And checking out Brooklyn, they have a lot of ground to make up.
Yeah, I think for the Nets, this has been a season I'm sure they'd like to forget. And luckily, they'll be able to do that soon enough.
Maybe they'd like to forget it, but there are lessons to take from it as well. I mean, the mistakes they've made this year can't be repeated if they want to get a taste of the postseason anytime soon.
Here's Dinwiddie. They set the pick. They double him with Green. It's tipped. Down low. Here's Carroll. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low. And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Crab with the ball. Now Green defending. Off the screen. It's deflected. Smith outside. And J.R. Smith with the slam.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
He just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Yeah, right. I don't know how much weight that kick.
And that's how he makes his presence felt.
And, Greg, we see him do it time and again. He is a special, special talent.
And an entertaining one, too, Kevin. Just a sublime finisher.
LeBron's checked in for Jeff Green. For Brooklyn, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Here's Dinwiddie. Allen, a screen on Nance. Feeds it to Dinwiddie. Carroll with the three. The shot, no good. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
The shot's good from Nance.
He is in the zone. There's a reason he keeps getting the ball. They're feeding him because they trust him to lead their team.
Dinwiddie kicks to Allen. They double him with LeBron. To the left wing, Crabbe from long range. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists in the game. Now off the... Oh!
Hey, hey, hey. Ooh, wow. LeBron James throwing it down is a thing of beauty. An incredible athlete who makes dunking look as easy as it can look.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded by Hill. They double him with James. And now James pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And James throws it down hard.
And he's having one of those nights. LeBron putting on a show.
The Nets have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. And stolen by James. Jumps up. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Dinwiddie kicks to Crabbe. Poked away. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And a moment here to look at where the shots have been coming from for the Cavaliers.
Well, this is what you wanted to see from him. I mean, he's not settling for anything and is going right at the defender, taking the ball to the rim whenever he can. And the attitude he's had on offense is keeping his team flying around as his energy is contagious out there right now.
The drive by James. Got it. Good job in the low post. James has got 28 points for the game.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
They get a hand on it. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Count that one. James has got 30 points.
Yeah, this is just going to be a mismatch every time. LeBron just too fast, too powerful, and too big. And that's a big boy dunk right there. He threw that down like a sledgehammer.
That is a violent attack on the rim.
Guys, you covered the bases with that.
And really, the first 3 or 4 seasons of his career, DeMarre Carroll was kind of a fringe rotation player. I think once his three-point shooting took form in Atlanta, that's when his value as a player skyrocketed.
There's the screen. Stauskas, the pass to Dinwiddie. Here's Crabbe, and he can't bank that one in. The drive by James.
Could easily have been an and one there. James converting through the contact.
Nets have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Dinwiddie dishes to Allen. Carroll, no one around him. That 3 off the mark. And for DeMarre Carroll, able to hit the 3, but it all starts for him, Greg, at the defensive end.
Yeah, he can be an intimidator on that side of the ball, and with his lockdown mentality defensively, he only needs to provide complementary scoring to be a key contributor.
And Cleveland making a change here. Thompson's checked in. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for the Nets. Pass to Allen. And pushing it up is Cleveland again in transition. The shot's good from Smith.
Defense, for me, just hasn't made the commitment to sprint back in transition, and that's why you see such a huge differential in fast break points.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. You want to be aggressive offensively, but at the same time, you need defensive balance so you can get back in transition.
It's good. Smith's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, it's been about the fast break. Been real kind to him here early, and they are clicking in transition.
It's Carroll on the wing. And nothing is falling for him right now.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
To the right side. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And when Hill sees an open floor ahead of him, he's off to the races, using that amazing speed and length to get to the basket.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded by Hill. It's stolen by Hill. Lays it in off the breakaway. Hill's got 8.
Yeah, just continued sloppiness with the basketball. They are shooting themselves in the foot.
It's hard enough to win in this league without careless mistakes. As a matter of fact, you can't win if you have too many careless mistakes.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's LeBron. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. LeBron's got 36. Burnett shooting just 39% in the second quarter. Dinwiddie kicks to Allen. He dishes it to Crabbe. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, you know, it's got to be terribly deflating for the opposition. Boy, they look helpless. Really getting beat up, physically and emotionally.
And again, it's the Nets missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. And now with this break, here are the premier glass cleaners among rookies over the course of the past month. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him.
Aggressiveness is fine, but you can't be this over-aggressive. I think he's got to dial it back some. They need him on the floor.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. We've got 1:28 left in the first half. There's a good screen. There's Crabbe with a 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
I mean, his field goal percentage isn't good. He's not helping his team out there shooting this poorly.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Brooklyn called for the foul. For Cleveland, they have knocked down 5 of their 9 attempts at the stripe tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, James. Some changes for Brooklyn. Okafor is checked in for Allen. Harris comes in for Damari Carroll, and it's LeVert in for Allen Crabbe. He's off on the second. Nets shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. And it's LeVert missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Pick by Okafor. Hollis Jefferson passes to Russell. They set the pick. Harris, right side. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Yeah, trying to get it all back in a hurry, and you're right on that, but these threes they're taking have not helped. They're trying to catch fire, and they've yet to find the match. And, you know, the Nets traded away their starting power forward, Thaddeus Young, in exchange for 2 draft picks. The big prize, Michigan combo guard and Ohio native Karis LeVert. He showed potential in his rookie season. I think he's got a bright future.
That free throw missing. And LeVert taken with the 20th pick in the 2016 draft. Great versatility offensively.
Yeah, and he comes from good stock. You know, he's a Central Ohio native, so I've got to get that plug in for Mr. LeVert. He shows good decision-making skills and can play off the ball well, too, so this guy's got a lot going for him.
And he's good on the second.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off. Being aware there, excellent recognition, fantastic playmaking leading to the nice shot.
And they double up Russell. It's stolen by Green. And it's Green with the jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Excellent D there from Okafor.
Tough miss, especially since the defense wasn't that strong. I mean, he needs to cash in from there.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Coach, what have you liked about your team's performance so far?
I like our physicality. I thought we came out, started the game physical. That set the tone for us early.
Well, we'll see if they can keep it up, T. Lou. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 39 points, 6 steals, and 3 rebounds. Multiple times we saw the bench cheering him on in the first 2 quarters of this one. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, how about their ball movement? That was a true definition of team basketball. All 5 guys moving, all guys rotating, everyone touching the ball, a bunch of assists, tons of easy baskets. It gives everyone on the floor confidence when you're playing like that.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
They relied way too heavily on the three-point shot in the first half. Their long-range game was off. That's my off sound, Ernie. They were off. But they still settle for the outside shots. They got to put more pressure on the defense by pounding it inside and attacking the basket.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Welcome back, folks. So much to do here in downtown Cleveland and East 4th Street, right in the heart of it all. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to, just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, you know, good things happen when he cuts to the rim, Greg, and you cut into the heart of the defense like that, makes things easy.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. LeBron and Thompson are up front. J.R. Smith out there with Hill. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
It's Carroll on the wing. but they recover it. Goes up again. That shot off. Good D by Thompson.
A slight rebound advantage for them. Ooh! That's how you attack. Wow.
Oh, man. my.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Kicks to Carroll. Over LeBron. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Shoots over Carroll. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded by Hill. Dinwiddie kicks to Russell. Outside Carroll. Thompson with the rebound.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I'm sure he's frustrated, Greg, because nothing is falling right now. But he's going to keep chipping away at it, and that's the attitude. Stay with it.
Here's Dinwiddie. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight clanks.
Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Nets have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Dinwiddie kicks to Carroll. They double him with James. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. There's the steal.
And if you're going to go cross court with the ball, you have to be sure the passing lane is open. And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, and you know, the ball moves faster than any bodies can, so that great ball movement and decision-making, they're making all the right moves, Greg. Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
James misses. Brooklyn's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. The dish to Dinwiddie. Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
Terrific timing on that pass, placing it in a great spot, ideal spot where his teammate could score.
Clark, as an analyst, do you feel you view the game drastically different from when you were in your playing days in college and the NBA?
Yeah, you know what, Kevin, I really do, because I've benefited from the different coaches we've had a chance to visit with over the years, and that's added to my perspective. And you tend to look at things differently when you're playing. I was always a student of the game, but clearly I think I've become a lot more analytical as an analyst, if that makes any sense.
Yes.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. An opportunity here to bring up a list of players that have been carrying their teams offensively for the last 10 games. The highest scoring small forwards in the league. LeBron James second.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
Well, we know the small forward spot is where the bulk of the scoring load rests on most teams. I mean, those players on that list always come through in the scoring department. These guys pack a lot of firepower.
Free throw good, LeBron. And the Nets making a change here. Stauskas is checked in. Both free throws good from James. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And stolen by James. And finished off by LeBron.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
Brooklyn's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Outside Carroll. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 5 assists tonight.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
This has been a rough, turbulent outing for him so far. Fortunately, the rest of his team has bailed him out.
Thompson comes with a double team. Stolen by Thompson. Looking to get back on track here. The shot off that time. The Nets go the other way with it. The tray. And James pulls it down. James has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Knocked away. Stolen by Thompson. And Thompson throws it down. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 12 rebounds.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
And Thompson throws it down.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed kills, showing no mercy in transition there, partner.
Nice spin off the left rim and in. 10 points for Allen.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
And he banks in the layup.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Dishes it to Carroll. No good on the triple.
And I think that's got to affect your mental game. I mean, missing open shot. Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it.
And you got to stay in front of James. Effective at getting around the defense when he's driving.
Nets have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. And Hill over to help. The feed to Carroll. Cavaliers with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the call. Brooklyn the foul. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
Guys, one of the themes in this game has been how much of their scoring has come off turnovers.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
The first free throw is good, so it's both teams making substitutions here. Both free throws good from James.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Smith drives in. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And 12 points for Smith.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Here's Dinwiddie, and it comes off the front of the rim.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
They set the screen. He kicks it to Allen. Hill pulls it in. Hill's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And James with the basket on the assist by Nance. 61 points for LeBron.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Brooklyn's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Here's Hollis Jefferson.
Oh, wow.
And he slams it one-handed.
Not many players in the league can play at that elevation. I mean, Hollis Jefferson putting on the show. A high wire act.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
And you know, Greg, it's hard to ask for much more than that because they're getting to their spots and they're knocking down the shots.
Doubled by Smith. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Nance. And here we go. Cavaliers running again. And James throws it down.
Well, I like that he shows no hesitation there.
Well, that's as easy as it gets, quite honestly. Riding solo and coasting all the way to the rack. No simpler than that.
Dinwiddie kicks to Allen. Here's Carroll. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Carroll's got 18 points.
And usually Carroll will stay beyond the arc, that time stepping in for the basket. And this guy is a high flyer, I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Dinwiddie kicks to Carroll. Here's Allen. Yep, that one goes. 14 points for him.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Hood can't get it to go. And for Brooklyn, their shooting struggle is apparent. 37% from the field. And here's Stauskas from the arc. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it. The fast break chance. Good on the bucket. Hood's got his first basket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Dinwiddie passes to Hollis Jefferson. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Hollis Jefferson's got his second bucket of the game to go. A nice shot by LeBron.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Here's Dinwiddie. Carroll dishes to Allen. That one good for 2. Allen's got 10 points in the quarter.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Here's Hood, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simply.
They set the screen. Carroll with it. Now Smith defending. For 3, Stauskas. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Hollis Jefferson's got 6 points.
One of the things you love about Hollis Jefferson is his activity. I mean, he impacts the game really without having plays called for him.
Dinwiddie kicks to Allen. 1:44 left in the third. Carroll with the 3. Hollis Jefferson, the tip in on the offensive rebound. 8 points for him.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill. And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
Dinwiddie kicks to Allen. 5 to shoot. Outside Carroll. The Nets get it back in a new 24. Hollis Jefferson passes to Dinwiddie. He feeds it to Carroll. Allen with the screen for Carroll. Over Nance. Tries yet again. Allen, that's good.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Here's James. Rebound, Brooklyn. Carroll's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Dinwiddie. Allen against Nance. They double him with James. Allen kicks to Carroll, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And the athleticism always been NBA caliber. Carroll showing it off there with the finish. And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. The killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
Nance down low. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back right after this.
Yeah.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Here's Whitehead. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Whitehead. Quincy AC out there with Cunningham. Then there's Okafor, and it's Harris in at the shooting guard position.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Well, you know, the D just hasn't been there for real. I mean, these shooters are getting any perimeter shot they want. It's a bunch of warm-up jump shots out there.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
Clarkson, a stupendous finish in traffic. Clarkson's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, the defense was there, but Clarkson, fearless inside.
Here's Whitehead. He's covered by Clarkson, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. One minute now into this fourth quarter. Here's the screen. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And it's Corver in the corner. Brooklyn with the rebound. Okafor's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Cunningham. And it's off the back rim. No good. Clarkson with the ball. Picked up by Harris. And that one good from Clarkson.
Fighting his way inside, Clarkson shows good body control.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Harris outside. Over in the corner, Cunningham. And a miss there on the triple. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Zizic. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
To halt the run, here's Okafor, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for him, and they can use every one of them. And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Picked by Okafor. Here's Harris. That shot is off. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Here's Zizic. And too long on the shot. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. They get a hand on it. Passes it to Ace. He tries for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, I tell you, when Okafor sees a wide-open teammate, he really zips the ball over to set him up for a clean look at the bucket.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Brooklyn's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And AC now top of the key. They double him with Green. Down low. And the basket by Thornton.
And it's about the tempo, guys. It favors them, and just look at that score.
And, Greg, you know, they're really controlling the pace and game right now, rushing, pushing the break, and leaving the defense in its wake.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Green with the rebound. For Cleveland, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting.
Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy has already cracked double digits on the backboards.
And those rebounds lead the team. I mean, he's been the tone setter for him today in terms of work ethic and glass eating.
And again, it's the Nets missing.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Just a touch. I mean, it seems like he's forcing shots a little bit to me, Greg. Not playing his game right now. And with every miss, the pressure intensifies.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Cunningham. Let's keep it alive.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Shots good by Whitehead. Here's Clarkson, and here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 16-7 run. Count it, good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And for the Nets, they're shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Cunningham. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Cunningham's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Nets.
And they're just living beyond the arc here, really the entire fourth quarter.
And, you know, this is the time to do it. Sinking triple after triple. And it ends up becoming contagious.
A three-pointer, no good. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
Here's Okafor. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Clarkson. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. He has a scorching 86%.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
And now Clarkson pushing it up. No one back to stop him. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Boy, nice anticipation by Clarkson, not just on the steal, but in the way he jump starts the fast break.
Here's Whitehead. Here's Cunningham. No good, unable to end this run.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those days. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. Sometimes it's just not working for you. Excellent awareness there, zipping the ball over to the perfect spot to score it.
Over to the wing. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Nick Stauskas is checked in for Brooklyn. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively. And Korver, a team-first guy, when one of his guys is open, he wastes no time in delivering the pass.
On defense, the Cavaliers. Picked by Okafor. Harris outside.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Yeah, that aggressiveness of Okafor on the glass, a high percentage score when he gets a second chance opportunity.
The pass to Whitehead. Three-pointer. Brooklyn gets it back in a new shot clock. Pick by Okafor. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Korver attacking, so he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And you got to be more careful around Korver. He's excellent at going right into the contact on his way up.
The free throw drops for Korver. Both free throws good from Korver. The Nets on offense. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road. Stauskas' shot is off. Cavaliers shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Here's Zizic, and he uses the glass on the layup. Zizic has got 10 points in just the second half.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
And the layup's good off the glass. Zizic has got 12 points now in the quarter.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Harris kicks to AC. Off the mark and a bad shot there. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Harris outside. Over in the corner, AC. Back to Harris. Pick by Okafor. Shot clock at 6. Trying his luck deep. Offensive rebound. The second chance effort. And he sinks the layup. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 16 rebounds. Here's Zizic and the powerful one-handed slam.
Maybe not a natural-born distributor, but Clarkson working to keep his teammates involved.
The net shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Whitehead passes to Okafor. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Two shots.
First one falls for him.
Oh my God, I just got that.
Good on both. Well, Cleveland shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%. Here's Zizic. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
Pick by Okafor. Harris outside. Feeds it to AC. Here's Whitehead. He's covered by Clarkson. For 3, Stauskas. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Cunningham, he's checked in for Quincy AC. Stauskas has gone 1 of 6 shooting from the field. And that one good from Clarkson. Clarkson's got 12 points in just the second half.
And this is the advantage Clarkson has. I mean, he's a big combo guard and can convert through contact.
Pick by Okafor. Whitehead passes to Okafor. And here's Harris from the arc. Green with the rebound. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Cavaliers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
Greg, they've got one more game left against them, and there's no doubt they'll use this as a jumping-off point to take another game off them later in the year. At least that's the plan.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LeBron.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And the first one at the line is good. Nancy's checked in for Cleveland. And so he makes both from the line. The Cavaliers shooting has been just uncontainable, 72%. The shot's good from Zizic.
And every move he makes looks like the right one at this point.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, the game comes so naturally to him, easily. I mean, helping to expand their lead as they try to close this one out, he's doing it.
Brooklyn with the rebound. Stauskas kicks to Cunningham. Here's Okafor. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Grown man play there by Okafor. The skill he has in muscling shots in over difficult defense is a real bonus for him and his team.
And Jahlil Okafor, the 3rd overall pick in 2015 out of Duke. He was in the conversation for top pick overall.
Yeah, he certainly was, and deservedly so. Now, his value has fallen off a bit since coming into the league, but with big guys, you got to be patient. Don't discard him yet. He's a very polished scorer and a good finisher around the goal. He's got to improve some other areas, but this guy is going to be around for a long time.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They're up. 36 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. It must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And the foul goes against Brooklyn.
Nice strong move there by Clarkson. He'll get free throws.
And Jordan Clarkson, a second rounder out of Missouri, he's got some offensive talent.
Yes, he does. I love his game. He's solid as a jump shooter. He's athletic, can make plays for others. His defense continues to get better. He brings a lot to the table. I like this young man's game a lot.
Free throw good. Clarkson.
You know, one of those rare second-round picks who played well immediately. Clarkson was first-team All-Rookie and continues to develop.
And both free throws good for Clarkson. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Whitehead. He's covered by Clarkson from about 16, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked. I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Big time. I mean, it's amazing. Their crowd letting them hear it, and that's always inspiring. They want to see this thing get wrapped up.
Pick by Okafor. Here's Stauskas off with the layup.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They poured it on tonight, dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing that.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.